Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for you taking your time to be here with me today. Sorry that my look is quite different today. I'm having a hair moment. It's like my hair is not doesn't doesn't feel like collaborating today. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna hide it. So apologies for the beanie. It's actually quite cozy. So, okay, so what we're going to talk about today. I've been getting these questions quite often. Yeah. I'm going to say quite often from people that I personally know. So people that are very close to me, and also people that are not. So strangers, let's put it this way. And it just made me want to record this video. Actually, today, someone said something about these lines about being crazy or living in this world of craziness. And I was like, you know what? This could be a good topic because I don't think I've touched this subject before, at least not here. So, as you can probably see from the title of this video, a lot of people are asking, or have been asking, am I crazy? Not me personally, them. Am I crazy? Am I going insane? Is any of this making sense to you all? And upon talking to some of them, not all of them, but like some of them, I asked, like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by, why are you asking yourself if you're crazy? And I said, I don't know, like, I just think that I'm doing something, or I said something, and then people react in a weird way or weird to me, and it doesn't make any sense why they would, react that way, why they would say the things that they said. So, and I'm noticing more and more and more. And that to me, obviously I ask a few more questions, if I can. And some of these people, they said like I would answer, like I would ask, okay, have you changed anything in your life? Like, has there been any profound change in you or in your life that you've noticed? And more often than not, they say yes, and they go straight to it. And I'm like, okay, here's my suggestion as to why, as to what it may be, as to why you may think that you are crazy. And that is the people that are somehow transitioning from the sleeping stage or state into an awakening one. Okay. And if you are somewhat more spiritual, you know what I'm talking about the awakening. You might have, even if you're not into it, you might have seen that word like pop up in social media posts on the internet. Maybe even you might have had people, talking to you and mentioning awakening. Either way, I told some of these people, it was like, okay, that might be, well, not might be, it is one of the effects of going through an awakening. And I asked him, like, what else, do you feel? What else is going on? And then there's something like, I've been feeling a bit more impatient, a little bit more frustrated, a little bit more moody. I don't want to be really around people that often and all that. And I'm chuckling inside, and I was like, yeah, that is one of the symptoms of, of the awakening, and some of these people, they know what it is, and then suddenly they're like, oh yeah, well, I read about it, I learned about it, and I read about it, people told me about this, but somehow I forgot about all about it, all these so-called symptoms. Or they would go like, oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that's what it was. It was like, yeah, that's what a lot of people say happens when they go through it. And then I told them, I was like, look, I've been through that. I still go through that. There are things that happen that, pretty much like they trigger me. And that's the thing, is things that you never thought about, probably not in a serious way, or something that would really take up your time, now they are, triggering you. It could be like small talk, for example. People, talk about the weather, and they go like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have this conversation. Why do we have to do this? Do you know what I mean? And then you go like, oh, hold on a second. I used to be this person. I used to do this. So it's like you can take it seriously, and at the same time, do not take it that seriously, if that makes any sense. Just acknowledge that is there's so many feelings that come out, so many emotions that come out when you're starting and when you're going through an awakening, that anything, everything, and everyone will somehow trigger you, but that is part of the process. It's like you're letting it go. You need to acknowledge it happening. You acknowledge it, and then you let go. And it's like, oh, okay, well, it's not because I'm a bad person that this is happening. Okay, and I told these people, and I'll tell you, if you've been feeling like questioning yourself, like, am I crazy? Is this like, am I going nuts? You're not. Okay, you're quite sane. Okay, you're not going through a crisis of well, an awakening is some sort of like recognizing our own crisis, little crisis that we got inside of us. Sure, you can look at it that way, but it's not like how should I put this? Sometimes it's hard for me to put into words what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. It's like, well, pretty much like you don't have to look at it that seriously. Okay, you can acknowledge it that is happening, accept it, and then let it go. But be aware that tomorrow it might happen again. Okay, so you need to be on this constant accepting state, okay, that this is a daily thing until there's no longer need for that to happen. And then you will see these sort of episodes, let's put it this way, not happening very often. And you either realize it that it's not happening, or you just don't. You just completely forgot about it and you never even noticed. Okay? So no, you're not crazy. You're feeling triggered because you have to go through it. You have to go through it so that you understand yourself. You understand, why am I allowing myself to feel this way? Why is this happening to me? And things happen to you and for you because they need to happen. Okay? Because you also attracted those things to you. I know some people were probably going to start going, hey, but like bad things have been happening to me in the last few months or couple of years. I didn't ask for this. I didn't attract this. Like I said in previous videos, in previous episodes, I believe we came to this earth, we were born on this earth at the time that we did, so with that we could experience something. So we've got lessons to learn, and we're here to learn a certain lesson or lessons. So maybe for some people, the lesson might be having to go through really bad stuff and trying to understand that, so that in the next life, they can go like, oh, okay, I've already learned that. I can learn something else, if there is anything else to learn. So I'm gonna choose this. Do you know what I mean? So I know it's hard to understand for some people, especially the ones that have been feeling that they've lost a lot, that they went through a lot of hardship, a lot of wrongdoings, but obviously from this side, from our side, from the physical side, it can be very difficult to understand. But that's why we've got spiritual guides, we've got guardian angels, we've got ancestors that help us with all of that. As long as we are open-minded, as long as we are willing to let them help us on a daily basis, they will be there helping you, so that you don't suffer as much when these things happen. Okay? No, you're not crazy. I'm repeating myself, and I will say this again and again and again, because it's imperative that you know that you are not crazy. In fact, let me say something here. It's something that I listened to. It was like, who was this comedian? Dave Chappelle. I don't know exactly where he was. If he was a chat show or one of these stand-up shows, I'm not sure. But he said, calling something in the lines of like calling someone crazy is shouldn't happen. No one should call anyone else crazy. Oh, you're crazy. Oh, this person is crazy. He said something like it is disrespectful, to the person, and it doesn't reflect reality. Okay, and it's like, it's not that the person is crazy, maybe it is the environment around that person that is a little sick. And that to me just went like, whoa. Absolutely. It was like, yes, someone said it. And I was like, it does make sense. And I was like, we're not crazy. Things around us is where we are. The environment that we're in that influence us and makes us look and act crazy. You know, why? Because like, look around you. Look what you've got around you. You've got so much, I was going to say a bad word here, so much stuff around you. So many distractions. It's just unbelievable. And you've got people, they're more impatient. People are less brave in a way. People are even quicker to point the finger, even quicker to judge, even quicker to blame you somehow. And you get all of this pressure piling up on top of you. Of course, at one point you're gonna snap. Of course, at one point you're gonna go like, enough. Of course, at one point you might be like physically ill, mentally ill, and then obviously that affects your spirit as well. So it's not that you are crazy because like, oh, he or she is cuckoo. No, it's the environment that might be influencing you, other people that might be influencing you. So what do? It was like, you do your best, obviously, to deal with it, but how do you deal with it? Like, everyone is different. So everyone has got different things going on in their life. So it might be different for you. It might be different for me. It might be different for her. It just depends, you know, as long as you calm yourself down, stop, pause, whatever you're doing, and analyze, where is that stress coming from? Where is that sickness coming from that is influencing you in a negative way? Where is all that coming from? You analyze it, you focus on it, you work on it, and you'll see if that helps you out or not. If it does, great. If it doesn't, you try something else. Not something destructive, but constructive, obviously. Okay? So I'm gonna leave it here. Okay? This was like very on the moment thing to record this episode. I think it's episode 51, 52? 52 probably. I think it's 52. Anyway, it's definitely past the 50. So I just wanted to post this very quickly. And yeah, if you're going through something that feels chaotic, something that feels unstable, something that feels crazy, just realize that you're not crazy. Okay? Let me tell you that you're not crazy. Even if I don't know you, okay, you're not crazy. Okay? Just relax. Breathe in very deep. Hold your breath. Breathe out very deep as well. Okay? And do that a few times. Analyze what's going on in your life in every area. Identify where you think you might be triggered from, what might be triggering you, what might be making you feel uncomfortable, uneasy even, okay? And make sure you work on it the best way possible, okay? Thank you very much for your precious time to be here with me for another episode of the Look Splendida podcast. I'm your host, Daniel, and I'll be seeing you, hopefully. Take care. Bye.